Hi, was your name Jaren? What was it? How was it pronounced? Hi, Mr. Harvey. Uh, hi. Can you speak?
Hi, teacher.
Hi. Yes, I was asking because I don't remember this first last name Harvey. The first name how was it pronounced? Okay, I don't know if he can talk. Okay, I'm going to get my notebook to write down the attendance. I'll be right back. Okay. And today is April 1st. Okay, let me see. We have, I don't remember his name. Harvey, Olga, Nicole, Karina, Vinicio. Anyone else? Esos son todos. Por un momento, vamos a ver. Yes, I have 6 participants. Okay, it's let me see the time. What time is it? Oh no, it's not 1 yet. Okay. Let me see, Nicole, Vinicio, Avery. Adriano, Jackie, right? Fabiola. Okay, I'm going to give like 4 minutes to see if everybody joins. So I'll be right back. We'll start in we will start in 4 minutes, okay? Fabiola Mario. Aileen. Ishani. And James. Okay, so I wrote your names down, everybody who I see in the screen. And we're gonna start. Let me see the chat. Say in the chat. Okay. Well, good afternoon, guys. This is my house. I'm in San Jose. So like I said, on Tuesdays, I'm in Limon, and on Fridays, I'm back at my home. A lot of people today. Today, we are going to do two things. We are going to work on grammar, on the grammar book, and we are going to start with our first paragraph, okay? The first paragraph you have to turn in next week before our class, like on Monday. So I can check them and we can talk about them on Tuesday. So let's start with the grammar part. And luckily we have a lot of time so we can work on the grammar one book. Okay, so you had to work on all the plurals. Now, of course, there are many, many words, but for now, everybody has to know these words, the meaning and how to make the plural of these words because they are the practice. So all of these exercise, plural one, okay, you have the answers here. So plural three, you also have the answers here. All of these exercises, you have to know the words and their plural, and they are going to be in the first quiz. Now, let's see commands. Commands is when you tell someone what to do. It is called the imperative in Spanish also, el imperativo. We tell someone to do something, right? And we have tell someone to do something. This is the only structure in English that does not have a subject. So I don't say you put out the rubbish. I don't say you take an umbrella, well, you have with you, right? You turn on the TV. You say you start with the verb and you start with the simple verb. The simple verb is a verb with no S, with no ED, with nothing, just the verb. So I'm going to translate this one to Spanish, to American English, because this practice is British. It's from British English. So I can't find my so this in American English is the trash. So in American English, you don't use rubbish, you use the trash, la basura. Take an umbrella with you, turn off the TV. If you want to say the contrary, the negative, do not do something, then you are going to use don't or do not. In written, when we write, we don't use In writing, you don't use contractions, right? So you know this is do not. But if you're going to write, you don't use contractions. You have to say do not or write do not. So don't shout at me. It means, okay, shout at me. The imperative, don't shout at me. This is always going to be don't, because we don't have a subject, but the subject is always you, because we are telling you something. You can be plural, so one person. You turn off the TV, or you, two people, take an umbrella with you. Do not stay out too late. Okay, this is something that your mother or your father says, right? Do not stay out too late. Come back early. Now, when you are going to make a command, you can also use some words to make it nicer, more polite. Please don't shout at me. Please tell me your phone number. Please hand out the books, please. Help me with your homework, please. I can also use another form. You will see this later, and it's with a modal. Could you, for example, give me that book? So this is a command, but it actually it's more like a request. So yes, the polite form would be with you, or you could also have something like, could you give me that? Just, okay, so here you're going to fill in the gaps with one of these words, and they are going to be in the negative form or in the positive form. It depends on the sentence. So here I'm going to know you a little bit better. I'm going to ask you to do it. So I will give you a look at this, or in your book. I'm going to give you like 3 minutes to look at them. Sorry, I'm going to move it a little bit more. It's just that when I move it, okay, there. Look at the verbs. Tidy. Tidy means to order, to get things, and not clean, but to get things organized. So tidy is a verb, to tidy. Write, call, be, of course, you know that we're talking about is and are in this case, but for the imperative, you use be because it's not conjugated. Right? We don't conjugate with the verb. So if I want for you, for example, to shut up, I would say be quiet. Right? So in this case, we're going to use the word be. Shut, sit, drive, stay, help, take, buy, and turn. I'm going to read them again, and all of you with no mic, right, repeat them. So someone has their microphone on. Can you please turn it off? Let me see. Who is it? Okay, Sinia, can you please turn your mic off? Let me see if I can.
Sorry, teacher, I don't listen you.
You can't hear me. Okay.
A little bit that you.
No, perdón, dice Cinia que no me escucha bien. ¿Los demás me están escuchando bien?
Yes, teacher.
Sí. No me estoy cortando ni nada.
Por el momento no.
No.
Ok. Entonces, ¿quién fue? Cinia. Entonces es la conexión suya. chicos, ustedes tienen que estar muy conscientes que a veces hay que pasar una incomodidad para poderse conectar bien, ¿verdad? No, no se pueden dar como el lujo de decir, ah, no, es que en mi casa la conexión es súper mala y entonces yo no puedo participar y no puedo escuchar porque si ya ustedes saben que tienen una mala conexión, entonces tienen que buscar una manera de solucionarlo. Ahora, hay cosas que pasan a veces, como a mí me pasó la semana pasada con ustedes, que en la casa esa que estoy alquilando la conexión no era muy buena. Bueno, que se cortaba. La semana entrante tengo que probar, voy a quedarme en la casa de nuevo, que la casa es a la noche, pero si definitivamente no me sirve, yo voy a tener que irme a la universidad a dar clase. Entonces ustedes tienen que pensar también en eso. Luego, otra cosa, por favor, si alguien, vean que yo estoy ya dando la clase en inglés y vamos a ir rápido. Si alguien no entiende algo, me interrumpe. O si, o sé qué sé yo, si yo digo, vean esto y en realidad no estoy compartiendo la pantalla, me avisan. O si yo me estoy cortando, me avisan también para ver si, cómo lo puedo solucionar. Ok, so, bueno, entonces por favor, estén seguros de que tengan el micrófono apagado, al menos que vayan, que yo les pida que participen. Y lo que quiero ahorita es, bueno, y siempre, cuando les pida que repitan unas palabras, porque esto puede ser un curso escrito, pero siempre, siempre, ¿verdad? El idioma es uno solo. Entonces ahorita les voy a pedir que repitan los verbos. eh, Cuando yo los digo para que traten de decirlo lo más parecido posible, pero son con sus micrófonos apagados. Ok, entonces voy a devolverme a la pantalla mía. No, no, eso no es de ustedes, no se asusten. Era el Word. Okay, so I'm going to repeat these verbs and I want you to repeat them after me. So tidy, write, call. Okay, it's not call, call. You open your mouth. Be, shut, not a U, right? It's not an U, it's a. Shut, this means cerrar. Also close, but this means, this can also mean cerrar. Sit, it, sit, not sit, but sit. Drive, stay, not stay, but stay. You start with the S, stay. Help, help. Take, buy, and turn. Now, let's look for the answers to, let me see if I can move this. 1 second so I can, okay, so that's a little bit better. And I'm going to give you some time to look for the answers. Here. Okay, can you see fine? Can you see okay? Yeah. Okay, so try to do this exercise right on your computer or on your phone, or take a notebook and try to do them, and then we'll try them out. So remember that this means negative, right? And these would mean positive. So in these you have to use don't. While you do that, I'm going to get my phone. Okay, ready. Well, even if you're not ready, we're going to try. I was asking the first one with last name Darby. Was it Jaren or what was their first name?
You hear me, teacher?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, you asking my name, right?
Yes, your first name.
My first name is Jadon.
Jadon. Okay, that's what I
Jadon,
was
it's an
trying.
English.
I was trying to remember. I was not sure. So Jadon, can you please do the first one?
Okay, my answer was don't be afraid.
Okay, very good. Don't be afraid. So here we need the verb to be because afraid is an adjective. So we use an adjective in this case. Don't be afraid. Olga?
Yes, teacher. Take the bus to school.
Yes. Yes, right. That would be the option. Okay, fine. Nicole?
Yeah, teacher. It's sorry. Let me a second, please.
Mhm.
The three. It's don't drive too fast.
Very good. Yes, don't drive too fast. What's that? That was Nicole. Karina? Can you do number 4?
Call a taxi, please.
I'm sorry?
Call a taxi, please.
Call a taxi. Oh, I'm like, yes, I was thinking it would be take a taxi. Can you repeat that? Call.
Call a taxi, please.
Yes, okay. I couldn't hear that word first. Very good. Number 5, Vinicio?
Don't sit on the desk.
Yes, that would be correct. Don't sit on the desk. Very good. Aibling? Number
Shut
6.
down the music.
Shut down the it would be turn down.
Turn down.
Turn down because you turn the volume up and you turn it down. In this case,
Turn down the music. Okay.
turn down the music. Yes. Maria Fernanda? Maria Fernanda?
Yes, teacher.
Next one. Number 7.
I don't know, teacher.
Okay, does someone want to answer this one?
¿Me escucha? Bueno, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Don't buy a new laptop.
Don't buy, yes, that's the only option, right? Don't buy a new laptop, right? Adriana, number 8.
Tidy your room before you leave.
Okay, tidy
Tidy
your room before you leave.
your room before you leave.
No, leave.
Leave.
Okay, in this case, we have a E. It's not that it's longer, it's that your mouth is going to be yes, like making a smile. It's going to be tense. Leave. And the sound at the end is v, with your lip under your teeth. Leave. Everybody try it with your mic off. Leave. Tidy your room before you leave. Okay, Jackie? I guess that was Jacqueline. Number 9?
Stay me in the garden.
Mm, no, stay. No, because you don't say stay. It would be right. Call, be, shut, sit, drive, stay. Help me. That would be the answer. Help me.
Help me. Okay.
Help me in the garden. Fabiola? Number 10. Fabiola?
Voy, profe, es que estaba intentando abrir el micrófono y se me quedó pegado.
Okay, okay, yeah, we have to learn those things. Mhm.
Okay. Shut the door, please.
Okay, only that this is shut.
Shut.
Good. Shut the door, please.
Shut the door.
Uh-huh. Mario, you have number 11.
Yes, teacher.
Mhm.
Don't call out too late.
Don't, and this one is stay, the one that someone used. Don't stay, quedarse. Don't stay out too late. Okay, and Grayling, 12. Grayling, are you there?
Yes, I there. 12.
Mm-hmm.
Write the sentence on the board.
Very good. Okay, now we did this exercise. We have another one, and you're going to do it for next week, for Tuesday. So do this one on your file, on your yes, on your Word, and do this one. Now, I'm going to do a couple, make commands negative by using don't. So drive her to the shopping mall. So if we want to make it negative, we would say don't drive her to the shopping mall, right? Stop at the next gas station. Don't stop at the next gas station. It's actually very easy because the only form that the only auxiliary we can use in the imperative or in the command is don't. So do these. It's very important that you write everything, the whole sentence, because when you write, then your brain will start getting used to the words and to the spelling. So don't just write don't or don't just do it mentally. Write everything, and that way you will learn how to write and spell the words. So do this one on your document, do this one, and here are the answers. Okay, so now we are going to talk about the verb to be. I noticed that some people speak English, right, in this course, and that's great. But sometimes we need to know how things are done. If you do not speak English very much, you need to pay a lot of attention with this part of the course, with this explanation. Because if you don't pay attention, when we see other verbs, you're going to be confused. My students always get confused with the verb to be and with other verbs. What is important with the verb to be is that we can use it on some structures, and we use another verb for other structures. So let's look at the examples. Well, in the first place, I'm not going to go over if we have the forms to be. I am if you write, I am if you're speaking. You are if you're writing, you're if you're speaking. He is, he's, she is, she's, it is, it's. Okay, now these are the forms of the verb to be. In the plural, then we have we are, we're, okay? You are, your, they are, their. Okay? Now, these two can be confused with other words, like for example, there, like it is there, it's the same pronunciation. And your, like suyo, this is your homework, is also the same pronunciation. But what is most important today for me is for you to understand when we use the verb to be. So I can say I am late. I can also say I am hungry. I am sick. I am sad. I am excited. So see that sometimes it's emotions like sad or excited. It's an emotion. You use it with the verb to am. Then this one is an adverb. Don't worry about that. But adverb is it's related to time in this case. I'm late. I'm early. I am here. Okay. I am in the classroom. So it can be about time. It can be about somewhere where you are, right? Your position, your location. So I'm in my house in San Jose. You are in Limon. So there I'm going to use the verb to be. Any place, I'm in the kitchen, I'm in Panama, for example, a location also. I'm outside, also a location. Let me see, okay, so these are, yes, types of adverbs. We can also use them to describe someone with an adjective. So here we had an adverb, here we have an adjective. Remember that adjectives describe things or people. So clever means intelligent. You can also talk about someone's physical form. For example, tall, short, fat, thin, skinny, beautiful, horrendous, all types of adjectives that you can describe something or someone. Here we have another example with happy. Happy would be also an adjective. And here it's also an adjective. Remember, like I said, I'm hungry, I feel hungry. Or in this case, with no person, it is cold, the day. So for example, you would say it is snowing, it is raining, it is hot. So we use with weather. The word is weather, by the way, not climate. Climate means something else. With the weather, weather is lo que nosotros diríamos el tiempo, cómo está el tiempo. We use the verb to be with it, with this a third person it. Now there's one other example that I want to show you here, and I want you to write it down in your home, in your notebook, or in your own Word document, and it is the age. I am, and I wrote I am 57 years old. Or you can say, if someone asks you, how old are you? You can just say 57. But if you're going to use the complete form, this is used with am. Age is used with am. So I'm going to say, my daughter is 23 years old. So she is. Right? This is very important because this is a very common mistake. Many students say, I have 28 years old, because they are translating from Spanish. Yo tengo 23 años, right? So This is a very common mistake because in Spanish we use the verb have, but in English you use the verb to be. Okay? So, like I said, I can use the verb to be to state an adjective, like here, I'm happy, or I'm hungry, I'm clever, or an adverb like late. Okay, late, early. Okay, we're gonna see many, many examples about this. Here we had the word sleepy also. I'm sleepy, tengo sueño, right? And they are great. Okay, so this is how they feel. Now, how do you ask questions or say the negative form? We're going to have, we're going to add a not after the verb. So I am not late. You are not clever. He is not happy. She is not hungry. It is not cold. Now, for the question, you are going to invert the verb and the subject, right? The pronoun. So if you're going to ask a question with the form to be, with the verb to be, you're going to start with the verb to be. So am I late? Are you clever? Is he happy? Is she hungry? Is it cold? Okay, so you're not going to say, teacher, I'm late. Teacher, you are hungry. No, you're going to invert the verbs and you're going to say, am I late? Are you hungry? Right? In this case. Here we have the plural. We are not late. Are we there yet? Are we in Limón? Are you in your house? Are you sleepy? Are you hungry? Are you cold? Right? Are they great? Are they here? So we are going to see the same pattern with the verb to be. There's one more that we don't have here with the verb to be. So this one, and also when you identify, I am a student. So this can be, let's say, a doctor. Let's see, a teacher. So we have a noun. We have a word, what is the one called that you always forget? An article and a noun. I'm a student, I'm a doctor, I'm a teacher, I'm a mom, etc., etc. That's also used with the verb. We don't have examples of that here. Okay, so here you have these exercises. You have to do this one, the form of to be one, and you have to do this one, which is the same one, form to be one. Okay, this is just, it's just more exercises. See, we have a lot of them. This is just to add the form to be. This is the exercise that, the kind of exercise that you did in high school, but we are going to do other things with it. Now here you have practice for questions. And here you have the answers. And we didn't have practice for negative. Okay. Besides these exercises, you are also going to do some exercises from a link that I'm going to send you. I'm going to show you where you're going to do a lot of practice. It's called perfect English grammar. So if these exercises are very easy for you, then you just do those. If you need more practice, you're going to go here, and I'm going to go present simple form, present simple use. Let me see if I can find some that are only the verb to be. So I'll send you the link. I'm looking for the exercises. Just give me one moment because I want to Okay, so I'm going to send you these exercises. Present simple positive with be, present simple negative with be, yes, no questions with be. And we're going to see the present tense, so I'll send you all of these exercises. This is practice for all of you. If you see that the exercise is very easy for you, then don't do it, do the rest. But if you still have problems, and you're going to see that in these exercises, you have to write it down. So it says, would be positive. She is a teacher. Okay, so here you can immediately check, and it will tell you if it's right or wrong. If I say we am hungry, and I check, it's incorrect, right? So I have to go back and write the right answer, and it's going to tell me. Let's say that you're not sure with an exercise. Then you can write show, and it will tell you what the answer is. So you try, and you're not, you don't find the answer, you can do them here. So I'm going to send you several links from this so you can do it. Okay. So again. Okay, command. See how much we have seen in very little time. So you're going to do all of these exercises with the verb to be. You just have to start practicing them, because we are going to start writing today. Questions with to be, and these are the answers. So this is something else that we need to know right now. And actually, this is like a review from high school, but I know some people did not learn a lot in high school. So this, you have like the answers and the explanation here. So if you don't understand something, you have to go back. Okay, so a personal pronoun is what I change for a name. So I am Deyanira, right? So I use I as a personal pronoun, yo, right? You are the person who I'm speaking to. So you is the same in plural, as in singular. So you would be usted o ustedes. Well, in Costa Rica, but not in Limón, in San Jose, we use a lot of vos, and some people use tú. So that would be the equivalent. And in the plural, we have different forms. We have, well, no, ustedes, that would be it, right, for the plural. because we of course don't use vosotros, but it's used in Spain. So I change my name for I change your name for you. I change someone else's name, like if I say Alex, Davey, okay, so Davey is in the class. Davey is not in my list, by the way. I have to write down his name. So he came in the class after I finished my list. So he, she, and it. It is an object, and in English, this is strange, but in the United States, in American English, sometimes they call a baby it, a very, very small baby. They will call the baby it. Very weird, but it's true. Also, you will call pets it. So you will not say, oh, he's barking. You would say, it's barking. The dog is barking, it's barking, right, with it. Now for the plural, if I'm talking about more than one person, including me, it's we. Then if I'm talking to several people, all of them are you. And I'm talking about other people, that is not me or you, then it's they. I want you to repeat this because even though some of you speak English, sometimes I find some mistakes in pronunciation. Okay, and then we're going to see the possessive adjectives. The possessive is that it belongs to someone. So my phone, your bike, right, belongs to you. His book belongs to him. Her pullover, pullover means sweater. That is British English. Her pullover, its ball. Like the dog has a ball, and here is its ball. See? Because it's a dog. For plural, we use our. So this is our house. My husband and my daughters live here. This is our house. Your car needs to be washed. And their house is so nice. It belongs to them. Ahora voy a hacer un pequeño comentario aquí. Okay, esto es sencillo. Yo espero que ustedes lo conozcan y que esto sea como aburridísimo porque lo están repasando. Sin embargo, en la oral 2 que estuvimos dando el semestre pasado, varios estudiantes que les voy a decir sin ser concha ni nada, porque no quiero asustarles ni nada, estudiantes que perdieron el curso precisamente porque esto muy básico no lo hacían bien. Y cuando hay una persona que comete errores constantemente con una forma, no es como que se me olvidó. Profesora, es que si se me olvidó. No, eso no se puede olvidar, es que lo saben o no lo saben. Entonces decían, en lugar de decir her, estábamos viendo un video y había una chiquita con la mamá que andaban en una tienda. Entonces ella decía, she is with your mother, en lugar with her mother. Your es que le pertenece a usted. Her es que le pertenece a ella. Entonces, algo que algunos de ustedes están viendo tan sencillo, provoca muchos errores en algunos estudiantes. Pero esto es en el caso que el estudiante de verdad, como les decía la vez pasada, que entró a la U, pero que la U no entró en ellos, ¿verdad? Y simplemente no le dedicaban tiempo a la carrera, a las materias, y ese es el tipo de error que pueden tener. Entonces, a partir de ahora, yo sé que es muy rápido, pero para algunos esto está súper fácil, para otros tienen que estudiarlo, pero todo esto ya lo vemos como materia vista. There are no exercises in that website for this. I think not, maybe there are. I'm going to look for more exercises. But here we have some possessive exercises. Okay, so what do you have to check here? What is my subject, right? The subject is who the person No, the sentence is about, or yes, the subject, or the person is doing something. So here we have Anne likes, and then teachers at school. So if it's Anne, the teachers belong to Anne. Let's say, not really, but so it's her teachers at school. Is this Peter's book? No. His book is in his school bag, right? His here, because it's Peter, it's a male. Mary, is this your bike? I'm talking to Mary. No, my bike is behind the house. So you're going to do these exercises. Always look at the subject to see what possessive form you're going to use. For example, here Tommy writes, so Tommy would be his homework. Paul and Kathy are two people, so it's they, right? They, Paul and Kathy eat their sandwiches. Okay, we have more possessive adjectives here, and possessive adjectives a little bit more. Yes, let's look at this. And then I want to go to the present tense. No, I'm going to leave this for next week. Let's go to the present tense. I don't even know if we have present tense here. These are articles. A lot of exercises. This is why I like it, because they are simple. Okay, so I'm going to skip to this part because I'm going to send you exercises with the present tense. Okay, this is also very important. It's basic. And people who already know this, it's okay, because you need to also be able to explain it. Now, the present tense expresses habits, things you do every day or every week or every month or every year. It expresses facts, things that are true. For example, the sun is a star, right? The ocean has a lot of forms of life. There was one, water boils at 100 degrees. So facts, things that are just true from nature. Habits, thoughts, and feelings. It is used with general statements and actions that happen sometimes, always, usually, or never. So if there's an action, there's an activity that you do every day, that would be always, right? You do it every day. Let's say that you do exercise every week, then it would be sometimes, right? Or maybe something that you go visit your aunt, your grandparents, maybe sometimes, but you repeat it. So that is very important also, because a lot of students use the present tense when all the time, even if the time is past or future, or it's progressive like I am, they use the present tense because it's easier, and they don't learn when it is correct to use it. So they go to school. What does that mean? That action is repeated, right? They go to school. Like for example, you go to the university. You go to the beach, probably. I hope that everybody goes to the beach. And this is sometimes, maybe every month, maybe every week, but it is repeated. Also, a truth, like a fact, I like oranges, right? So this is a fact, un hecho. So this would be representative. I like oranges. Eso es un hecho. No es algo que se repite, sino que es un hecho, algo que está establecido de esa manera. We hate peppermint, the same thing, es un hecho. And so here we have one example of things that are repeated, that are habits or that are done frequently. And here we have two facts. I like oranges, we hate peppermint. Now, how do I do the negative of that? I'm going to use do not plus the simple verb. Remember, the simple verb was just the verb with something. So they don't go to school. I don't like oranges. I don't hate we don't hate peppermint. So see that we are just using the same verb with don't. However, if we are using he or she or it, then it changes. I'm going to say he wants a new car. She likes chips. These are potato chips. It drinks milk. For example, a cat. It drinks milk. What does your cat eat? It drinks milk and it eats cat food, right? So these, he wants a new car is a feeling, right? So it's not an action, but it is used in the present tense. I want, he wants, I like, and hate also loves. Those are things that are facts. She likes chips, it drinks milk. So this one would be, it drinks milk would be something that is repeated, right? That is common. So for he, she, or it, the auxiliary changes to does. So we use does, in these two cases, we use does for the negative and for the question. And I'm going to go back here then. For the question, remember how we changed the verb at the beginning? Are you happy? Is he in the classroom? To ask the question, we are going to use do for the present tense. Do they go to school? For the question, do you like oranges? For a question, do you hate peppermint? For the question. But if it's he, she, or it, we need to use does. Does he want a new car? Does she like chips? Does it drink milk? And for the negative, we are going to use does not, like the same here, do not and does not. This is one of the most problematic parts of English for students because they get confused with the do's and the don'ts. And they also get confused with the third person, the famous third person, which is that if I am going to use he, she, or it, then I have to add a S to the verb. Hay muchachos que terminan la carrera y van a hacer la práctica y nunca se acostumbraron a usar la S en tercera persona. Ahora, ¿qué pasó ahí? Lo mismo que les estaba diciendo, falta de contacto con la lengua. No es que no tuve a alguien con quien hablar o con practicar, eso no, porque contar que haya contacto con la lengua sí va a convertirse en automático el uso de la S en la tercera persona. Pero si ustedes no tienen contacto con la lengua, no van a clases y escuchan a la profesora y se van y hacen las tareas o no las hacen y ya se olvidan de eso y no están sumergidos en el idioma, entonces van a terminar la carrera y vamos a estar corrigiéndoles en los planeamientos y en las clases que no usan la S de la tercera persona. La persona que aprende el inglés, ya sea porque son gamers, porque se pegaron a las canciones y buscaron todas las letras y cantaron todas las canciones que les gustan, o que se dedicaron a ver series y poquito a poco empezaron a aprender más y más, esas personas tienen muchísimo menos problema con añadir la S en la tercera persona. Pero es básico, vean que yo les digo a las muchachas que están en práctica, mire, es que eso lo vieron en el primer curso de inglés y lo van a ver ustedes en el oral también. Entonces no hay una excusa. Son 4 años de aprender el idioma para que no puedan hacer esto. No es algo que tienen que acostumbrarse. Okay, so in spelling, we are going to have some issues with some spelling. See, it's the same as before with the plurals, S, CH, and SH. So we have to add, like in the word pass, we add an E and an S. In the word watch, we add an E and an S. And the word finish, the verb finish, we add an E and an S. So this is going to be passes. She passes in front of my house every day. The boy watches TV all morning. He finishes always first. Is, passes, watches, finishes. And then we have these that are going to change the spelling, but the pronunciation is going to be still an S. So from Y to IES, but there are exceptions, right? Like in this case, play, we don't change it to IES. Carry also, so studies, carries, plays. Observe the pronunciation of this word. It's not study, but study, study, student. I study at the University of Costa Rica. I'm a student at the University of Costa Rica. He studies every day for 2 hours. For some irregular verbs, do is going to be does. So listen to the change in pronunciation, do. So I do my homework in the mornings. He does his homework. So not but does his homework in the evening. I go to the beach every week. He goes to the beach only sometimes. And another irregular verb is have, that changes to has. Has is the verb and also an auxiliary. We're going to see that later. When we have a modal verb, this is auxiliary. It says something about the verb. The verb that goes along. Okay, this is a modal verb it's called, and we pair it, we use it together with another verb, and in this case, this verb never changes. Yes, the modal verb doesn't change either. The only thing that changes is the subject. So he should go home, she should go home, we should go home, I should go home. It stays the same. Sorry, does someone now want to ask a question? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to send you several links for more exercises about these topics. If you are doing the exercises and something is wrong and you don't understand why it's wrong, then go back to this, or go or watch a YouTube video, or send me a message if there's something that you cannot do. So we're going to finish here. We're not going to see, oh yeah. We skipped from possessive adjectives. Yes, we skipped from here to the present tense. So we still have to do these articles, right? And what else did we skip? We'll do these articles on Tuesday and see a lot of exercises for A and some, and these adverbs of frequency we'll do on Thursday. So for today and the weekend and Monday, you are going to be doing exercises with the present tense and with commands. We finished the plurals. All right, now let me see what time it is. Okay, we're going to stop for 5 minutes. Okay, and then we're going to start with writing. I'm going to show you how, yes, what is going to be your first paragraph. So take a break, 5-minute breaks. Let me see what time is it. It's 2:02. So we will be back at 2:07. No, let's come back at 2:10, okay? Let's have a little bit more time. 2:10 here again. All right, everybody, understood? You see you at 2:10. Voy a comprar su lista, entonces lleva un poco de arena.
Profe, solo por si acaso estamos viendo su pantalla.
Sí, yo sé. No importa. Es que quiero revisar porque cualquier cosa urgente que me estén escribiendo. Vieron que paso en esto todo el día. Es que voy a ir a... Okay, so I'm going here. Is it time? Yeah, it's... Okay, so remember our Padlet? You have you guys have the link. So I had to correct a couple of things in the course program. So now everything is correct and you have it here. Remember to download it and have it with you all the time. Here you have the first grammar book, but in PDF. I should add the other one. No, I'm going to eliminate it actually. It's not necessary. Okay, so you have the 2 grammar books. We're in the half of the first one. And we have some more things to check for the next courses. See, I have an explanation of the same one, of the plurals and the imperatives and I always forget that word. Okay, I'll tell you in a second. So this is a recording of me explaining these, which we're going to see. This one we're going to see the articles. I can't remember the word, the articles. We're going to see the articles next Tuesday, but I don't know, maybe this can help you in some way. I have a presentation here on the present simple and on the verb to be. So you might want to watch this. So this is the paragraph that you're going to write for next week. Like I said, for some it can be very simple. For some others, it might be a little bit more difficult. Porfa, cierren los micrófonos, estamos oyendo mucho, demasiado. Okay, so I'm going to do what you would do. I click left, and so I could look at this image better. It is an image. I did not give you the text because I don't want you to copy it. I want you to write it out. Ay, ¿por qué me sale tan pequeña? ¿Cómo hago para hacer una? No. Let me see, because I have it. Let me see if this one is better. Okay, this one is much better. I'm going to change it to this one. Chicos, por favor, los micrófonos, al menos que me vayan a decir algo con mucho gusto, pero apáguenlos. Eso para ver, es que si yo trato de apagarlos no siempre me sirve. Okay, so guys, pay attention, please, because there's no space for mistake in this. You are going to always turn in the paragraph with this form. It's going to say your name on the upper right corner. Then it's going to say the number of paragraph. This is number 1, and you're going to write the date. The date is month, day, comma, year, right? And this is single spaced, right? Single space, just one space. And then you're going to change to double space here. So this is single space. From here on, it's double space. The title is going to be using capital letters, mayúsculas. So I'm going to capitalize the first word and any word that is longer than 3 letters. So in here and my are very short words, so I don't capitalize them. But if I have, for example, a name that is short, I have to capitalize it, right? So all words that are not nouns or not, because I can also have verbs, yes, that are not content. That's how they're called. So in this case, I'm capitalizing myself and my sister. So I wrote through 2 short paragraphs here. And you're going to do the same, but about yourself. So you're going to be able to change some verbs, but you're going to do it on your own. And you're going to separate it with periods. Every small sentence, we're going to separate it with periods. Next week, we will join them with commas. But the first one is going to, every time you have a subject and the verb, you're going to place a comma. So this one is mine, like as you can see, it says my name is Deyanira Mora. I am, remember, age, I am 7 years old. I live in Curriabat. I am married. If you're single, you can write I am single, or you can omit that and write something else. I have 2 daughters, period. I work at the UCR in Limon. I am a patient, understanding person. So these are adjectives, patient, understanding person. I like to read. I like to watch series. I enjoy watercolor painting. Now, you have to follow this. I like to read. I like to watch series. I enjoy. In this case, I have to use ing. For example, I enjoy swimming. I enjoy playing games. I enjoy playing football. I enjoy going to the beach. All of them have to have ing because of the verb enjoy. But in the I like, I can use to and the verb, or I can also use ing. But in enjoy, you can't. That is why I use this one. I enjoy decorating my house, so ing. I do not like to drive. I hate camping. Okay. Now, I wrote another short paragraph about my sister, so I can use the S in the third person form. My sister's possessive, right? Apostrophe S. My sister's name is Silvia. She is 53 years old. She lives in Escazú. She works in real estate, bienes raíces. So observe this S here, works in real estate. She's very outgoing. Outgoing is the contrary of introvert, right? Shy. She's very outgoing. She speaks a lot. So see that here I'm using the verb to be because I'm describing her with an adjective. Here I use a verb with an S because it's the third person. She is not patient. So an adjective, not. She likes to go to the beach. She likes to dance. She does not enjoy doing nothing. Hacer nada, right? She has to do something. She does not enjoy doing nothing. She hates heavy traffic. So this is what you have to write. Change everything that you can change, but please use like, and I use enjoy, and use hate. And then write your personal information and write it with a period. Everything with a period. Okay. You are going to send this to my mail. So look at,
Teacher,
yes,
I have a question.
yes.
What is the difference entre work and job?
Oh, very good question. Y voy a tener que explicárselos en español porque si no van a quedar igual. Job es el puesto, el trabajo, no la actividad, sino que como el nombre, no, el nombre del puesto no. Es el trabajo si lo vemos como sustantivo. Entonces, les voy a dar un ejemplo. My daughter got a job as a data analyst. Okay, ella consiguió un trabajo como analista de datos. Ese es el trabajo de ella. For example, I can say, my job is very difficult because I have to travel to Limón. So, esa es como mi ocupación. Work es el verbo. Entonces yo diría, I work in Limón. I work very hard. Pero ahí estoy hablando de trabajar. ¿Qué es lo que pasa? Que en español tenemos el trabajo y también el verbo trabajar. Pero en inglés son separados. Job es el trabajo y trabajar es work. Does that help you a little bit? So you would not say, for example, my I gotta work, or I have a interview for a work. You would say I have an interview for a job. ¿Verdad? Porque es como el contrato, el trabajo, sí, el trabajo como un sustantivo. ¿Me explico?
Entonces sería como I work in the hospital.
Exactamente.
And I job, no sé, como doctor, algo así.
No, diría, I work at the hospital. My job is, my job is, es que no puedo meter job y doctor ahí. My job is very difficult because I'm a doctor. O diría nada más, I'm a doctor at the hospital. No diría work. Como yo podría decir, I work at the UCR. My job, no, my job is, I work as a teacher, or I'm a teacher at the UCR. I need to get a job. Okay, not I need to get a work. I need to get a job because I need money. Okay, so my sister got a job last week. Consiguió un trabajo. She works from Monday to Saturday. Okay, mejor. ¿Todavía le parece todo enredado?
No, ya no, teacher, gracias.
Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you.
You're welcome. Okay, so see that this is due on Monday, April 11th, and you have to send it to my mail. And in the following weeks, we will have mediación virtual, so you will hand in your homeworks and your paragraphs in mediación virtual. But for this first time, you have to do a lot this weekend. So you have to do the grammar book, the imperative, what was it? The imperative, the present tense, and what else was the thing that we studied? Okay, I'll tell you. And along with all the links that I sent to the WhatsApp. You have to do all that. And when you're doing the grammar book, make sure that you understand all the words, anything that is new for you. Also look it up. Let's say that you're doing the grammar book. Okay, I'm going to open it. Okay, so the plurals. So you have to do the commands, right? The imperatives. And then you have to do, okay, the verb to be, and then the simple, the present simple. Let's say you're reading this. Okay, and you find this word, okay, but you don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe you know how to, or maybe all of it. You don't know how to pronounce that. You think you know what it is, but you don't know how to pronounce it. You have to look for the pronunciation and the meaning. And I'm going to share again, but with sound, because I have not shared the sound. Let me see. Okay, so the word is gas station. You're doing your homework and you don't know, you're not sure if gas station is correct. Okay, so you're going to go to, well, this is the one I like. I like Cambridge Dictionary. To change the word here, and it's going to be gas station. Okay, so here I'm going to be able to listen to the word in American English.
Gas station. Gas station.
Okay, and here I have the definition. So you're going to take every chance you have to learn all the vocabulary and everything in the exercises that you're reading. So don't do the exercises and continue just doing that. Take the time to look for the pronunciation and the meaning of the words. So that is a lot, right? But that's it. That's it for today. So you have everything here, like I said, in the Padlet. You have this image of the paragraph. So you will do it exactly like this with your own information. You can add or eliminate some things, but it has to be the same. Like no más pequeño, pueden añadirle o cambiarle cosas, pero no pueden hacerlo más pequeño que estos dos. Y van a hacer sobre ustedes mismos y sobre alguien más. No tiene que ser my sister, puede ser my brother, my mother, my best friend, my girlfriend, my husband or wife. I don't know if someone is married. Everything clear? Did you understand?
Teacher.
Yes.
Entonces hay que hacer como un párrafo como ese. Pero eso es una tarea moral o hay que subirlo a alguna parte de mediación.
Enviarla aquí.
A su correo.
Me lo manden a mi correo. Siguen el formato, ¿verdad? De doble espacio, del título con mayúsculas, al menos que sean palabras de 3 letras o menos, y que no sea un sustantivo, porque pueden poner ahí un nombre propio que sea de solo 3 letras, pero es un nombre propio. Entonces tienen que serlo así exactamente igual. Voy a cambiar esa imagen porque esa imagen no se veía muy bien. Voy a usar la otra que tenía. Voy a hacer eso ya para que no se me olvide. Y sí, lo tienen que entregar el lunes. Recuerden que ya este párrafo es calificado, ¿verdad? Que son 8 párrafos, creo que para 20% de la nota. Algo así era lo que habíamos puesto. hemos visto. Entonces, si no lo hacen, van ya a perder parte de la 8 párrafos, 30%. Entonces, si dividimos los 8 entre los 30, ¿verdad? Van a ser pues, bastantes puntillos ahí. Necesitan, ¿saben? No sé si ustedes lo hacen en la cabeza, pero yo no sé cuánto es. 8, cada uno va a ser 3.5, casi 4 puntos. Pero también lo tienen que reescribir cuando yo se los devuelva. ¿Ok? Preguntas. Ok, una última cosa. Si alguien está muy confundido porque no tiene suficiente inglés para entender la clase, por favor se queda. O si alguien está como demasiado sobrado, como que sabe demasiado inglés como para lo que estamos haciendo en el curso. Bueno, y ya la semana entrante con el libro se va a poner un poquito más, el nivel va a subir un poquito, pero sí quiero pasar como por toda la etapa básica, antes de ya seguir con el libro texto. Ok, entonces los demás pueden ir. Have a good weekend. And remember the paragraph. And I'll see you on Tuesday at 5. Oh, wait a second, because there are some people that I did not write down. For example, Jeremy, I haven't seen him. Jeremy and Vinicio, no, he was not here in the beginning. Karina, yes. Genesis, yes. No, I did not have Genesis. Casey, I did not have Casey. All right. Yes, I have everyone else. Senior, Genesis, Vinicio, Karina. Okay, so goodbye. Remember that you have my number if you want to ask me something. And I'll see you next week, right?
Profe, disculpe, ¿verdad que el párrafo es para el 11 de abril? O es que veo que dice 11 de abril, decía 11. ¿O es para este lunes?
Ah, sí, me equivoqué.
A ver, por eso
Bueno,
pregunto.
Sí, muchas gracias.
Ok, entonces sí es para este lunes.
Ah, sí, sí, voy a editarlo de una vez. Voy a quitar porque para subirlo en la otra imagen que estaba mejor, sí es para el próximo lunes. Sí, quién sabe qué estaba haciendo que le puse 11. Ok. Listos.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
See you, teacher.
Bye.
teacher.
Bye.
Bye. Bye,
Goodbye.
teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye.
Profe, la verdad es que yo tengo una pregunta.
Adelante.
Lo que quería saber hace un ratillo, que no me tengo que preguntar porque estaba explicando, es que cuando queremos hacer una pregunta, ¿hay que hacerla en inglés o en español o cómo se hace ahí?
En la clase.
No, una pregunta, digamos.
Cuando quieren hacerme a mí una pregunta o cuando quieren hacer una de la materia de la clase.
Exactamente, digamos, porque usted ahora dijo, cuando usted estaba explicando, dijo que si no entendíamos algo preguntáramos. Y ahí me entró la duda, ¿se lo preguntamos en español o en inglés?
Si pueden, porque es que ahorita yo no sé qué niveles tienen, ¿verdad? Hay personas que sí pueden preguntar en inglés y no importa que tengan un error, pero que intenten, porque ya si yo les corrijo y así ya aprenden a preguntar eso en inglés. Pero yo sí estoy muy acostumbrada y nosotros estamos acostumbrados que en los primeros cursos los estudiantes les da miedo, no se sienten cómodos o no saben cómo explicarse y entonces nos preguntan en español. Y Y yo personalmente, si veo que la respuesta no va a ser fácil para que la entiendan en inglés, la hago en español, pero el resto de las veces sí voy a responder en inglés. Entonces la respuesta es, si pueden inglés, mejor. Y si no, no se queden callados, ¿verdad? Nada más porque se sienten incómodos hacerla en inglés. Siempre pregunten aunque sea en español.
Profe,
Sí,
soy Cinia. Disculpe, ¿cómo ha estado?
bien usted, Cinia.
Bien,
Gracias.
profe, vieras que desafortunadamente se nos fue la luz un toquecito y nos desconectamos totalmente Génesis y Vinicio porque ellos son de Batán. Y entre todos nos estamos preguntando qué es lo que hay que hacer con el párrafo. ¿Usted me puede repetir, si es tan amable?
Ok, el párrafo yo lo puse como una imagen, no como texto para que no lo copiaran. Entonces así lo tienen que escribir ustedes mismos. Escribirlo con su información personal. Yo puse cosas mías, por ejemplo, que estoy casada y que tengo 2 hijas. Si son solteros, si no tienen hijos, entonces pongan alguna otra cosa. Por ejemplo, I have 2 dogs. Siempre pongan los puntos después de cada oración, aunque sea corta, porque a través de eso vamos a empezar a usar las comas. Pero entonces primero vamos a separarlo. Y el segundo párrafo es sobre alguien más. Yo puse a mi hermana, pero pueden poner una amistad, pueden poner la mamá, el papá, el hermano, quien sea. Y van a hablar un poquito sobre ellos. Entonces sigan como más o menos el contenido del párrafo, pero pueden cambiar un par de cosas. Lo que no pueden hacer es hacerlo más pequeño.
Ok, está bien, profe, muchas gracias. ¿Y es para el día?
Para el próximo lunes.
Para el próximo lunes, Dios mediante. Ok, me dijo un compañero que habían mencionado como unos nombres. ¿Era para algo en específico, como formar grupos o algo así o no? Para nada.
No, yo lo único que hice hoy fue escribir todo el mundo que estaba en clase. O sea, llevo un control de quién está en clase, no porque las clases sean obligatorias, porque no son, sino porque a veces después los estudiantes les va mal y uno les dice, hey, pues usted nunca estuvo en clase. Pero de todas maneras las sesiones están grabadas y yo las voy ahorita las voy a subir a...
Ay, qué dicha, profe, está bien, yo voy a tratar de leerla, de reproducirla ahorita que estaba en clase. Muchas gracias, soy yo.
Con mucho gusto.
Hasta luego.
Sí, perdón.
Eso le quería preguntar.
Ajá.
¿Sobre dónde es que sube las clases?
Ok, ahorita las voy a subir aquí mismo.
Okay.
En el mismo Padlet. Las voy a pasar a YouTube y las subo aquí mismo al Padlet.
Bueno.
Eso lo
Gracias,
encontramos
profe.
en el correo, ¿verdad? En el correo lo encontramos. En un link.
Sí, del Padlet estaba en correo, es correcto. El del WhatsApp Group y el de... Mucho gusto. ¿Quién más? Mucha gente todavía conectado. ¿Alguien más tenía una pregunta?
Profe. Bueno, yo tengo una pregunta. Digamos, estaba viendo el párrafo y para yo decir mi edad, veo que usted escribió I am, ¿verdad? Digamos, yo no podría decir I have.
No, es un grave error.
Ok.
Nunca lo cometan. Y por eso es que les estoy insistiendo ahora, porque ese es un error que a veces cometen personas que ya hablan inglés incluso. Bueno, para serles sincera, lo cometen hasta profesores de inglés de colegio.
Ok.
De la 1, pero de colegio. La edad es allá. Por eso es que está incluido.
Ok, gracias, teacher. Y bueno, cuando hagamos el párrafo, se lo enviamos a su correo electrónico.
A mi correo por el momento, después lo van a subir a mediación.
Ok, teacher. Sí, nada más. Gracias.
Con mucho gusto.
Hasta la otra semana.
Adiós.
Listo, profe, gracias.
Con mucho gusto. ¿Alguien más? Mario sí lo tengo. Ok, Shani también. Ok.
Yo no me acuerdo si en el chequeo médico anual a ella le hacen Papa Nicolau y lo del y y lo de las mamas. No estoy 100% seguro. Pero usted tiene el foldercito, eso fue exactamente hace un año. Ahí puedes revisar si estaban esos resultados. Y por cierto, si quiere, más bien, yo puedo ir viendo en estos días si vuelvo a ir a mi chequeo médico y la llevo y busco un paquete en el que tengan esas dos cosas, cualquier cosa.